Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by. Today we're going to be making these mini breakfast burritos. Alright, to get started we're going to use about a quarter pound of our chorizo that we made last week, and I will definitely link that video in the description down below. And we're just going to cook probably on like a medium-high heat. And we're going to want to break up this chorizo as much as possible. We want to get it into the smallest pieces that we can. Okay, now this is optional. Obviously everything here is optional. This really isn't even a recipe. This is more of a technique or just what I had for breakfast yesterday. Anyway, so I just have about 2 tablespoons of some white onion that's been chopped up. And as soon as the chorizo gives off the fat, that's when you want to start adding in your extra things. Whatever you're going to add in, you want to add in jalapenos, onions. Right here I'm adding in some parboiled potatoes. Now those potatoes are, I say they're parboiled, but they're actually closer to fully done. And pretty much I just boiled them in some salted water until they were almost completely cooked through. And then I drained them, and right here I'm just adding a little bit more salt. The chorizo does not need any seasoning, but every other element that you add may need seasoning. Now we want to be gentle if we do add potatoes, because you don't want to break them up. They're already pretty soft. So be gentle with them, and I'm just going to cook them in this vat until they get like a pretty little crust. And once they have the crust or the color or whatever you're looking for, go ahead and add it into the chorizo. Like I said, you always want to be chopping your chorizo up the whole time you're cooking it, so you don't want to add the potatoes until you know you have the texture of the chorizo that you're looking for. So right here, I'm just going to add in some eggs. I'm going to add in 3 eggs. Feel free to add in eggs or don't add in eggs. You can leave it with just the chorizo and the potato. It's more like a hash. This is just a breakfast burrito. Literally anything you want to add in, this is where you do it. You want to add green onion, you want to add salsa. I mean, the sky is the limit. Like, your only limitation is what you have in your refrigerator and your ability to imagine this happening. I'm also seasoning my eggs because, like I said, any additional elements, you want to season them because they don't have any seasoning, and you don't want to put all of the weight of seasoning everything on the chorizo. Now I'm just going to scramble this up like I would a regular scrambled egg. I'm just going to keep going, but I'm trying to be gentle because I don't want to break up the potatoes too much. Alright, now that that's done, here are some options that you have. Flour tortilla, a corn tortilla, and then these little breads right here. I'm not going to say the name because I will butcher it, but my kids call them bullet breads. But I'm sure you've seen those in your store. You can make a torta with this, whatever you want to do. So now that I'm going to use flour tortillas, but now that mine is heated up, I'm going to add some cheese, which is optional like everything else here. And then I'm going to chop a little piece of the mixture over, chop it up a little bit, and then transfer it over to the tortilla. And I was going to roll it on my griddle, but I decided I'd get a closer view if I did it this way. So basically you want to fold up the 2 sides, and then you want to roll up the bottom, and then tuck it in, like squeeze it, and then tuck in the 2 sides on the top, and then finish rolling. I'm probably not describing it very well, but hopefully visually you can see. So I'll just show you guys one more time. So fold the sides, fold it up, then you want to pull back so you can get everything compacted. And your tortillas definitely need to be warm for this, otherwise they will crack. And then you want to tuck in the sides. There you go, girl. Show the people. You want to tuck in the sides and roll it up. And now, y'all know I'm extra, so we're going to go in and do a little something different here. I'm going to toast these. I've got a little oil down on my griddle here, and I'm putting these seam side down and kind of pressing a little bit. And once they're toasted, you see, I've got them toasted. I'm just checking the bottom, make sure it's good. Once they're toasted, I'm going to move them over and I'm going to add some cheese to my griddle. Just like that, right onto the griddle. And then once it melts a bit, bam, seam side down on top of the cheese. Press it out a little bit. Ta-da! There you go. You want to scrape it up and then it should look something like this on the bottom. That cheese is so delicious, you guys. If you're a cheese lover, oh my God. So right here I have one where you can see the top with no cheese and the other where you can see the cheese. And then I'm just going to give you guys a little cross section. And just because I am thinking of him, make sure you put some hot sauce on this burrito, baby. And definitely enjoy. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and come back to my kitchen anytime.